losing more than $1,000 in the space of a month. Owner of Footprint Grenada, Sally Gidhari, is frustrated as her only source of livelihood is being taken away from her by thieves. The foreign national, who has been living in Grenada for the past 14 years, has been supplying the local supermarkets and vendors with her produce for over 2 years. She says this is the 4th time this month she has been a victim of Praedial larceny. Gidhari explains that her farm is not the only farm affected by thieves after investing so much in their businesses.
In this area where I am, Claboni, farmers have had all the potatoes taken 2 weeks ago. They've had all their ginger taken a few weeks ago. My shed where I keep my tools and my chemicals was robbed twice in the last 6 months. It's come now that the locals and myself have had a lot of crops stolen over the last month. Myself, I've had pounds of peppers stolen. Last week I was notified that somebody had been on my farm. So I came up in the evening with my family, my husband and my son, and I got back £43 of peppers that the thief couldn't carry because they picked so much peppers that evening. And I took it to the police, made a report, and again last night, peppers were taken from my farm. I used to sell twice a week for real value. I used to sell every week for the market. Of the last 2 months, I've sold once.
The farm owner's greatest concern is that she recently sprayed the crops with chemicals and is now worried about innocent consumers who can develop serious health issues after consuming the stolen produce.
And the peppers that were taken last night, they were not ready to pick because they were just sprayed with chemicals Friday gone. So these peppers needed to stay on the farm for another few days. They need to stay on the farm for 5 to 7 days before they can be picked with these chemicals. Yes, it can give long-term sicknesses, cancers and all kinds of sicknesses they can cause. I mean, farmers have to be wise on how they're using chemicals. And people walking in your farm, taking and selling illegally is very dangerous.
She told GBN that she alerted the police on the issue and claimed that she provided them with footage of the culprit in action. However, no arrest has been made. She says that more support is needed for farmers, especially those in secluded areas.
Also, with this support that the agriculture ministers are doing, helping farmers with labour, helping farmers with help with security would be a bonus. I mean, in this area we don't have electricity, so we can't set up lighting. There's no lights up here. This kind of thing needs to be looked at because having electricity up here would help light up the area, which would help security, and also help farmers set up their security cameras. Because you need to have the Wi-Fi, and you need to have the system set up. So in the areas where people are farming and producing a lot of food, agriculture needs to work with the police or work with a system to help with security.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.